Alrighty, this is your instructor. So within that, there'll be some various changes, and I'll kind of go over that. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or send me a text and we can talk about it. But one of the things that we'll look at is your schedule. So let me share that. Let me pull it up. All right, so here's your schedule. So if you look at it, the original is kind of here, but I also marked all over it. So one of the things is, if you notice, the article summaries were not due on the 10th. I did move them down. One, they'll be due until October 24th, so next weekend, next Saturday, or this, let's see, it is the 13th, so on the 24th they are due. So it kind of gives you time to kind of work on it. The due dates are listed on the assignment itself as well. In addition to that, one of the things that I'm looking at is ending early is ending the course early. So I'm wanting to end it on the 21st of November. And the reason why is just for safety. The pandemic has kind of thrown everything everywhere. In addition to that, I don't want students sitting in their vehicles trying to submit work while it's snowing and everything else. So within that, that's the reason why I want to try to get it done early. And right now, your research paper should be halfway done, because your topic of choice will kind of blend in, and then you'll blend in the information that you've kind of geared, that you kind of gathered from your article summaries, and then you'll input that into your library research paper. So it's all together about 3 to 4 pages. And that one should already be, that's not available yet, because initially I'm kind of going in series. So I want you to kind of get the article summary kind of out of the way first, and then we'll move into the library research paper. So within that, so the due dates have changed a little. So if you go over to your to the side, over on this side, you have the weeks. So in week 10, you'll have a discussion question due, as well as the article summary due. Week 11, you'll have a chapter or discussion question 8 due, as well as a quiz number 4. Within that, I'll be covering 9 through 11, chapters 9 through 11. Again, you don't have an ethics book, so you won't be utilizing that. So let me cross that out. In addition to that, week 12, you'll be covering chapters 12 and 13 for the readings. Within that, you'll have a discussion question revolving around that. Week 13, you'll be reading chapters 14, 15, and 16. Again, it's just a lot of reading. Then you'll have a discussion question kind of revolving around those areas. So the quiz, one of the things, if you notice, I crossed out quiz 6, but I moved it up to quiz 5 and 6. So I just combined those two together. So that's where you're going to be quizzed on chapters 12 through 16. And this one's going to be a little different. So you're going to have 40 questions. Again, it's all going to be worth 40 points versus how I've been doing it before, where you have 40 questions and they're all worth 0.5 points for a total of 20 points. So again, this one's just pretty straightforward. And within it, those are just the initial changes overall. Again, one of the things is I just want to try to make sure that I'm being as transparent as possible in terms of the information, in terms of the modifications in your syllabus. I will upload this as well, so it'll be there as a guide to kind of help you. Overall, the information doesn't really necessarily change. If you notice down here, it says this information is subject to change depending on our rate of progress or oversight due to human error on my part. Again, that is there just to initially indicate that things do change. Within that, we just want to make sure that you're getting a lot of the information firsthand. In addition to that, don't forget about the reflection paper that is still due on the 21st as well. So the reflection paper should already be uploaded and everything else. So just go by the due dates that are listed on the assignments itself, because again, those are the ones that I'm going by. So make sure that you kind of stay up to date on those. So if you have any questions, just look at the due dates first. So whenever you open up a discussion question or anything else, they should already have the due dates, or even for the assignments, it'll have the due date there. So it gives you time to kind of work on it. So aside from that, nothing really has changed a whole lot, except for the fact that you'll be ending a little bit earlier, which is, I believe it's a great thing. So so I'm trying to end before Thanksgiving, which is the 21st. So that's one of the things I'm wanting to look at. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me or send me a text or anything else so we can talk about it. Aside from that, that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. Again, bear in mind that the first part of the semester is already closed up and everything else. Everything has and graded. So now we're going into the latter end of the semester. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. Again, if you have any questions about that, let me know. In terms of grades have already been submitted and everything else. So aside from that, if you tried to submit some last minute work, the cutoff date was on week 7 for discussion questions. And then for general assignments, again, those have already been calculated as well. So aside from that, that kind of covers it for tonight. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Other than that, have a great evening. Be amazing, be awesome, and be safe.